action. Do love some clowning around here. Immediately seeing a corrupt. And immediately reloading the bottle as well. Just, you know, getting a little bit of extra speed here. Ooh, we do see some survivors here in the back. Who was that? Looks like it's going to be the Meg and Nia caught out here. Nia should be able to, yeah, about to say, get that fast vault, but they are going to be slowed down a little bit. I believe that was a bamboozle from the clown here. First hit coming in. Nia does have access to a pallet, just dropping it. And Killer hanging around here. Looks like we're going to go for a bit of mind games here. Yeah, this is very nauseating, but still better than the Killer perspective. Oh, but they, interesting, they get invigorated there. Clown was ready to do a mind game, but it didn't end up working out, and now this Survivor has a little bit of haste to get away. Taking a hit through the eye tile. Now it is Meg who is in chase. Plenty of bottles being thrown around as Clown is being very liberal with their application. There's the unsatisfied running across. I don't know if Meg makes it around. I think they do. Oh, I don't think there's duration for this, and it's not double slowdown. Or no, there was flask of bleach. It should be double slowdown. What am I thinking? So we're able to get away. That is in fact lucky break. They do not have any blood or scratch marks at the moment. Ooh, Clown coming straight through that. Is going to get the first down here. We do see a gen about 70% over here that Claudette is, sorry, Kate is working on. Also, surprisingly, I think this is the first time we're seeing female survivors today, just because, for those of you who are not aware, the vault bug is back, unfortunately. Very, very sad, but it is in fact back at the moment. Female survivors do have a vault issue. I'm guessing something might have got unplugged when they were doing an update, and hopefully behavior will fix that very, very shortly. They seem to have had it right last time, so it's just a matter of reverting it, I would hope. That said, though, Kate doing a really good job looping at main building here, wasting as much time from the Clown. A little bit of made for this action, possibly negating some of the Clown's power here. There's the invigorated bottles, dropping the pallet preemptively, just gotta have that extra bit of time. Yeah, looks like Clown was reloading. First generator going down for the survivors. Looks to be around the 3 o'clock position, potentially. Another one going down at the, I believe that would be the 9. Sarah's wasting no time. Clown, however, is going to be leaving the chase altogether, going after the Adam instead. Adam getting showered in glass and, dear goodness knows, whatever other chemicals are inside those bottles. Going into the shack now. Good thread of the needle there on that bottle. Another bottle coming in, making sure they stay hindered, and that should be another down before they get to, they do get right under this pallet. If there is a background player. Ooh, Meg trying to make their way, but the latent bottle slowing them down, not letting Meg get close enough to get that pallet drop, and that will be second hook coming in for this Killer. And by the looks of things, I would very much guess that it's probably going to be a pain resonance, as that was the previous one. Yep, that is another pain res. We see that damage generator notification. And I'm sure that survivor had a nasty wake-up call as that exploded in their face. Clown hanging out there. It looks like they're heading over here towards the Nia who was on this generator. Nia yet to been hooked yet. One of the things I always found interesting in, this is the last time we did the South American, back in the Community Cups, is that we don't see a lot of tunneling. I don't know if it's just because it's region or what it is, but yeah, there's very little tunneling that goes on these games from South America, which is very interesting to me. Ooh, swinging a whiff there, but still hindered regardless. They will be taking a hit around the corner. Not bothering to vault it, as Adam's not only unhooked but fully healed now. Clown loading up another bottle, and they will get the spread just in time to get a little bit of on Nia. And yeah, they're gonna have to probably drop this pallet now. Ooh, Clown reloading though. Nia saying, come and get it. Ooh, and that's already bamboozled, so it's not gonna be able to get in. Ooh, a swing and a miss. Barely getting through there, and oh, but will they make this window in time? They do make the window. They have access to the pallet if they want it. Gonna go ahead and vault it. There's the 99 sprint burst coming into effect just to get him on the, honestly, gave him just a little bit around the edge of that, as they were still slowed down from the gas. Oh, this pallet still isn't done, but Yeah, that bottle really well thrown there. That is going to stop the Nia from getting too much distance. They do, however, have this window if they choose to. Bamboozle still on this winner, but expiring just in the nick of time for Nia to get a lot of distance between them and the clown. Nia's doing a really good job extending this loop. This is very, very difficult, folks. It looks like we're going to see a hit take as the third generator goes down. I imagine we'll see a couple gens fly back to back here as a lot of these survivors unaccounted for. Only the one they got the gen done and just taking enough. Just oh, I spoke too soon. That is a very unfortunate hit through the pallet. Will we see a flashbang? Oh, barely missing the firecracker there as the fourth generator goes down. Will we see a fifth generator? Yeah, we will. That is the Meg finishing the final gen as a hook comes in, but not quite in time to give them the pain res that they so desperately needed there. An immediate deliverance from the distance, as we can see. Clown in the midst of things. Looks like they'll be going after the Nia here, trying to secure a kill if they can help it. And they will force the grab. Is there a decisive? No, there's not. And there is a no way out from this killer. With 3 stacks, that is going to be 48 seconds of time. The survivors cannot work on the exit gate, so it is going to be about a minute before the survivors can exit the trial. They have a little bit of time here to try and secure some stages, potentially. Even if you can get one more stage here, that'd be very useful for your own team, as they have to return fire here. Survivors meeting up on the edge, possibly to reset this Atom. Meg, the Stallion, coming in to get an unhook here on the Nia as well. No sign of the clown. Looks like they're coming back to that unhook. Maybe just to confirm the kill on the Nia. Good sprint burst from the Nia, getting a little bit of distance here. No decisive strike in hand. It's even Clown could be leaving the chase altogether, looking for a different survivor. Adam about halfway on this exit gate. Clown will be interrupting it. Adam gonna get some distance with Live. Leaving Kate at the shack to fend for themselves. Unless that was to bait them away from the exit gate. Which would be a big brain play from these survivors. And it does look like Nia and Meg are able to get the yeah, but I say this looks like it's gonna be the 4-man out here. Yeah, everybody looks to be safe. Really, really well played. These survivors played absolutely phenomenally. Only giving 4 stages to this clown. It's going to be Dragon Killer on, once again, the clown. Wait, did I see this right? Sorry, I can see the perks. You guys can't. And this is a spicy build. I'm into it. We'll see how this pays off for the killer here. Clown already looking into the back. Trying to find a survivor. Ooh, tap touched it. And the clown knows. Using sprint burst to get a little bit of distance, but not enough. As they will take a tag. Running into the tree stump. Not getting a whole lot of distance in the slightest. Another ball being thrown, cutting off the tap, and they will have to hope just to get to this pallet. They do get to the pallet, but they're on the short side of the eye wall, and this killer is going to be making short work of this loop, as that is going to be mind game coming in, but not paying off. That'll be first down coming in for the clown. No saving grace from a survivor with a flashlight. Quentin already working on a generator. Clown's first hook coming in. And no. This might be the first killer today that has not brought pain res. No pain res from this killer. Immediately getting into chase with the Atom here. Atom gonna have to drop this pallet if they want to live. There's the pallet drop, not vaulting across, looping back around, doubling back, but doubling back into the killer, swinging and a miss. But that gas is gonna cost him a little bit, and then we'll take a hit. Getting life, going into main building here. Getting a little bit of distance. Clown barely getting the bottle on them to slow them down just a tiny bit. Can y'all remember the time where Clown used to be slower when charging their bottles? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when there was a time that Clown literally had to be slowed down to throw a bottle? Ooh, good mind game coming in, and they will not be able to get under this pallet. Worth noting, we did see the status effect there. That is, in fact, a dissolution. There's the pallet done coming in from the ace, giving this Atom a much-needed breath of fresh air and life. But they are going to get slowed. Here comes the second bottle. slow vault coming in, but they are able to get through the window. Long wall window as well. More bottles coming in, doubling back through the vault. Looking for somewhere to go, but not having enough. First generator has already fallen, forcing the pick out of the locker, saying, hey, what you gonna do? And yeah, they will take the pick here. Ace not able to get anything going, and oh, wait, Tap was the one with the flashlight, so they couldn't even get a flashlight save. However, they are really close to getting done with that generator. Second hook for this killer, as probably a second generator is going to fall soon. Another generator well underway. Yeah, they've got 2 separate generators, so 3 gens almost done here. Unhooks coming in? No unhooks coming in. There's our second generator going as Ace is readjusted to a different position. Looks like Quentin will be going in to set up the save here. We do see that pupper charm. We do stand for it. However, who is this in chase? I'm guessing the Ace? No, it is in fact the Tap, who is now already first hook. Second hook will be coming in. Clown trying to get a bottle down. Mind game's coming in. Oh, but doubling back into them. There's the pallets done. Still slowed down from the gas. And they'll be heading back into the shack. I imagine after the reset on the Atom there, we'll probably see another gen popping off soon. Ace still working on theirs up top, supposedly. Dropping shack pallet. They do have a pallet at their disposal here, but it looks like they're going to be trying to go for distance here. But here comes a bottle. Really well positioned. Some great bottle tosses today. Ooh, going down under the pallet, though. Survivor is nearby. I think the Clown may sense it. They're going to go for the pick. Bold strat. There's the background player coming in. Not even getting a hit. Oh, but Quentin proccing Disillusion. 2 more gens going off. They do finish the aces as well as the one that Quentin was working on earlier. Doubling back into the pallet. Survivor's doing a really good job making sure to use background player to their advantage here in this game. Quentin trying to take body blocks for the poor Tap here. Doing a really good job so far. There goes the firecracker, but they will go down at the T-wall. Quentin now making their way in. We do see 2 survivors in the distance, doubling up on the generator, about 50%. And looks like Clown sees that too. Looks like they kind of come and interrupt it. Sarah's not able to finish it in time. Ace now in chase. And there's the unhook. Ace doing a really good job around this pallet, making good use of it. They have long while winning their mind games pretty handedly here. However, it looks like the Clown is very content to go after the other survivors. Tap coming over here to help out with the generator. Adam mind gaming at the car. Getting a little bit of distance, but gonna take an M1 regardless. However, I think the Clown senses they're back on this generator, and they do finish it. However, we do see that there is a haste status effect that is in fact no-ed. So there is an endgame package here. No vault coming in. There's the no way out proc. It is 2 stacks currently, so it is going to be 36 seconds before the survivors can get the exit gate to be worked on, and an additional 20 to work on it. I imagine there's probably a wake up on it though, so that'll be 16 seconds. But however, Ace needs to be careful here. If they go down, that could spell disaster for the squad. There's only 4 stages last time. They can't really give them up stage here, especially with no-ed in play. Worth noting, I don't think we're in chase right now. I think the Ace is not walking, or not running. However, they do win the mind game after all, getting distance away. Do the survivors smell no-ed? No way out has expired. They are able to work on the exit gate now, but they need to get everybody out. This exit gate's almost ready to go. Ace running for dear life. Yeah, and without anybody here, I think this will be the down. There's the no-ed. Unless they're able to background player. No. This will be first look for the Ace. So this will be the same number of stages. They do cleanse no-ed. They could possibly mount an escape here, though the exit gate is opposite side. This one is right next to the exit gate over here, and it has no progress. One thing the Clown can do very well if they have patience, is the bottles can interrupt the unhook. We do see a survivor stealthing away over here. It looks like it might have been the Quentin. They are nearby. They have the tools here. Survivors, however, need to get this out. They need a 4-man escape. It's going to be really, really close. We see Clown. Again, I think even if they secure a second stage here, I think a second stage would also warrant victory here. It's going to be really close. We see Quentin setting up for something here. They need to make a move quick. There's Quentin going in. There's the Resurgence. No, Reassurance. I keep calling it Resurgence. I don't know why. There's the Reassurance. Giving this ace a lot more time on the hook. They're going to be able to work with it. Bottles coming down on all sides. Tab sneaking in right behind. They've got the chance. They know that they can't afford a hook trade. There's the body block. But they get the interrupt. That's what I was talking about. This killer can interrupt. But now you got to get both these servers out. You got 2 servers injured. And all the slowdowns in the world coming in. Who are they going for? Also, you got to be worried. There's about a minute left on this timer here. Bottles coming out. I think this killer might be able to grab something. They're warping up the other exit gate, though. They made it out. Oh my goodness, that's 1 server out the door. Now Ace trying to block it off as well, but vaulting into the killer. There's the down. No decisive strike as it is endgame. And unless there's something crazy going on here, this will be a 5th stage. And there you have it, folks. That is the 5th stage secured for Los Pollos Hermanos. And with that, unless the refs barge in and tell me, stop everything, this will be the W for them. GG, W played to downfall. And we'll be moving on to the next round shortly, folks. Thank you all for watching. This was a really close endgame. I was not expecting it to come down to the wire so much, especially with no way out. Usually that's just a clutch combo that is so hard to count, but these survivors did so well. It almost mounted a comeback. Out the nurse this time around. Very interesting. Worth noting is that I'm not seeing any screen shearing, so I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy it for what it is. I'm just happy not to have screen sharing for once. Ooh, and there's a nasty little ultimate weapon coming in. No surprise there, as that perk is absolutely been an MVP today. Going around the window side, this nurse is going to be cutting off any survivor. Force them to go around back. Nope, they're going to be vaulting through the window. Is that alive? Looks like it was. Nurse going to be fully charging this blink. Going through the pallet, but swinging and missing, even with the heavy painting, giving 30% extended lunge range. Not going to be enough there. Ooh, quick blink, and that is going to be a tag into the back of Tap. Still chasing inside the Corrupt. Tap making a little bit of distance here, but obviously already using an exhaustion perk. Don't have anything in the pocket at the moment. Going behind the L, maybe going corner. Yeah, they're going to go to the corner, and that will be first down coming in for the nurse. Oh. For a second, I thought I was like, oh, is there a new spectator bug? Nope. Just stuck looking at the wall for a second and appreciating the fine texture of the boundaries of this map. Looks like we'll be going to this the shack side about 7 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. First are coming in. Oddly enough, no pain resonance from that hook. Gen almost completed here. And that will be a pop goes the weasel, regressing it by 30% of its current progress. Another middle gen almost done. There's the unhook in the back. Looks like Nurse content not to go back there. Surprisingly, no tunnel. Instead, going back after, I believe this is Quentin here. Quentin going edge map. Around the corner. Ooh, that is the heavy panting coming in. Lucky there, giving, again, that extended lunge range. Dropping down a beautiful prediction blink on the Quentin. That'll be first hook coming in for them as well. Will survivors be able to finish a first generator or not for this Quentin's brave sacrifice? That they are, and it looks like it's back at the 11 o'clock finished. Ah, and there's our good friend, the Pain Residence. So we know all the perks at this point. It is Corrupt Intervention, Pop Goes the Weasel, Pain Resonance, and of course the ultimate weapon. Very, very strong perks coming into play. Looks like they are going to be coming in for this unhook from Ace. Ace taking a tag, and that's going to be a hook trade. It looks like they also have Calm Spirit, maybe to avoid getting detected so they can go in for an unhook. It looks like that's the case here. Another Pain Res coming in. Nurse setting their sights back on the Quentin as Quentin goes into the back of Shaq. Not committing to chase. There's the unhook on the... actually, that might have even been Deliverance, potentially. Ace nowhere to be seen. Scratch marks leading towards the logs, but... trying to sneak back around the 9 o'clock, but not gonna... Sorry, 3 o'clock. Not going to be enough, though. However, they do hold long while Nurse over blinking a little bit. It's going to cost him a couple seconds here. Ace going into middle, trying to block line of sight, and they do actually for a bit. Nurse not committing to that blink. However, Ace... Ooh, they even have it off the record to boot. However, not going to be enough, as that is a... So, wait. So this Survivor has both off-the-record Deli and Calm Spirit? What an interesting combination of perks there for the Survivor, actually. That's very interesting. However, second hook coming in. They do finish the second gen for what it's worth. Now the question is... Yeah, I'm about to say, do they have this back gen done? Almost. They're going to commit to it, and they get the third gen in the back done. Suffocation Pit side has been broken effectively. I think you've got a 2-2 split here. Kind of. No, Nurse still has a bit of a 3-gen between this. I thought it was more of a 2-2 split. This is not the 2-2 split I thought it was. Good double back from the Leon. They do get the unhook on the Ace. I imagine they'll go immediately, as that is a... Woo, that rock eating the blink, though. Is worth noting is that there is no progress on this 3-gen here, and the Survivor is probably well aware of it. I imagine they have a deja vu on their side. Quick blink to the top there. Quentin, no balance, landing in hand, is going to have to run into main building here, holding towards the wall, waiting to double back. They do double back, but Nurse calls their bluff and will take a tag for their efforts. Nurse's follow-up link. Man, that's a lethal Nurse here, folks. And that is going to be, I believe, second hook coming in for the Quentin here. I want to say it's second hook. Survivors need to be on the hill gen working it. Looks like they're going to be resetting in the meantime, though. No, I think they've already used their pain res. I think it's Tap who hasn't been pain resed yet, as well as Leon who hasn't been hooked at all. Nurse very well aware of where this gen is going to give it a nice little pop goes the Weasel in the meantime. We're kind of at that midway against these S tier matches where survivors have to decide how many more gens they can actually finish against a killer of this caliber. Today it's been usually a little bit of 3-2 or 3-1. I'm sorry, 4K1 or 4K2. Leon doing a good job holding into the back here. Swing and a miss from this Nurse. I imagine this would be at least 4 generations, and the question is, can they finish the 5th gen with it being so close to each other? Leon doing a really good job juke, and another good juke. Again, the rock eating the blink there. Quick blink through the wall, and Leon reading perfectly. Nurse gonna have to abandon this chase if they want to. Yeah, I'm about to say you have to go protect your 3 gen. Leon saying, wait, I'm not done, come back. Nurse not having any of it. However, this gen is very, very close. All cylinders are firing. It's gonna be a dry kick holding it down, but now that you have this gen, you have to worry about. I think the survivors are looking at getting the 5th generator done and possibly even looking at escapes here. Affliction survivor team just doing phenomenal work against this Nurse, and the Nurse has had some super lethal blinks and really good chases, but all that said and done, it's going to come down to the next round to see how it really falls out. Ace doing a really good double back, forcing the Nurse to go the entire blink, and I'm about to say, I don't think you can afford to blink too far away as this Nurse, because if you have to blink more than twice to get back to this hill gen, you're in dire straits. Getting a tag on the Leon, though. Looks like it's a lucky break overcome. I don't know if... Oh, they're going to commit to this. I would be very scared to commit this, especially if you know that you don't... Oh, man, and there's a 5th gen. I was about to say, even if you have a Scourge hook back here, I don't think it's enough, and there will be outs here, folks. We know all the perks. Survivor even cheeky enough to work on the exit gate in broad daylight, full view of this killer, saying, I don't care if you go after me. Yeah, and then the other gate opens up. This has been a really good showing from the Survivor squad of Affliction. Still looking for this Leon. I think we saw the Crow fly it back there, but ultimately, yeah, I think we're going to be looking at a 4-man out, folks. Just really, yeah, there's Leon. And that is going to be, I believe, 5 stages to the killer. Very, very strong showing from Affliction Survivor Squad.
And the star Netflix show Breaking Bad. So one day I hope to try it.
You know, fair. I will take your word for it, but we don't have to wait much longer as we are getting in. Looks like they're going to be rocking a nurse once again. And my goodness, I love to see good sprint bursts in the morning. That's going to be an early chase with the Claudette. Claudette running around the tower. Nurse doubling back, but I think this Claudette also doubled back.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened. We do see them break line of sight, which is so good for these survivors to be able to do against a nurses. Breaking that line of sight is definitely going to give you the higher advantage. We do see Claudette creating a ton of distance here, but what we also see is this nurse trying her best to try to get sight of the survivor.
Yeah, this Claudette's doing a really wicked job keeping line of sight broke the entire time. Even now, Nurse is like, where the heck is this survivor? And oh my, this is the most slippery survivor I have seen all day. Well done to this Claudette doing the Lord's work. A very early gen being done for these servers as well.
That is true. Finally, we get a hit. And again, it may be just a bug on the what is it called, the view side, but I'm not getting any chase music, unfortunately, whenever this nurse did get into chase. But we do have a quick down here with a double back from the Claudette. The nurse reads it and goes ahead and short blinks, getting the first hook of the game with also 1 gen completed.
Indeed, that was a pain res to boot. So one thing I will say is that for the longest time now that I can remember, oh, and a pop goes the weasel too. For the longest time that I can remember, it's actually really common for the music during the game of a nurse and spectator to be completely wonky. Like survival will be on second stage and you'll be in the nurse perspective, but you'll hear the second stage music. Like it's just, it's a time. It's fine.
The time to be playing DBD, always and forever.
Absolutely.
Bugs and all. Since I started playing the game, and I love some of the bugs are funny. I'm just gonna say. Again, this ace being extremely slippery. What it looks like this nurse is trying to do. We did get like you said, a gen completed rather early here. But it looks like they are continuing to try and hold a 3 gen. We do see this ace being slippery as well, creating how do I say, staying away from objects, allowing there to be enough space for them to be able to make a move, except for right there. The ace held on to the shack, allowing the nurse to be able to get that second blink off, allowing for a down here.
But to say, it was kind of a 50-50, maybe not even 50-50, like a 1/3 prediction. Like, Nurse is going for the prediction. He could have held W away from the shack, which is what I would have done. But regardless, yeah, really good job. I will just say, I think the survivors are just very adept at playing against Nurse here. And another ultimate weapon going off. 2 survivors screaming in the distance. Looks like, yeah, a little bit close, but getting the pallet stun on the Nurse. That was a second pain res as well. I think Nurse trying to figure out where this gen's being worked on. Again, they can't give too many stages to this Nurse.
Yeah, and I think the Nurse is starting to adapt to the playstyle of these survivors here. Is she's noticing a lot of the double backs that are coming from survivors. So instead of seeing really long blinks from this Nurse, what we are seeing is we're actually seeing a lot shorter blinks, allowing her to get into a position that allows her to get quicker downs here.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Yeah, a nurse, I mean, being a nursemaid myself, having about 2,000 hours into her, I really think just learn it's every single trial that you get in, you have to learn how each survivor plays. The worst survivor to go against in as a nurse is one who is completely unpredictable the entire time.
Oh yeah.
It's like, wait, why aren't you doubling back there? You did that last time. Why aren't you doing it this time? So the mind games that go on between both the survivor as well as the nurse are just what makes playing nurse so much fun.
No, you're good. I would tend to agree. Being the most unpredictable is your best case scenario here. Well, okay, within reason. Obviously, there's just strong play like this, where survivors. So, for those of you who don't know, Nurse cannot blink through that wall. That is a hard wall that Nurse cannot blink through. It's one of the only ones in the game that she can't. And so, survivors utilizing that's very strong. Going corner, going edge map is very strong. But exactly, like, if you can be unpredictable in your movements, it's the worst case scenario for Nurse because you're just it is full like gambling mind games at that point. You know, you roll the die. Did you get the mind game? Nope. Well, you got to try again.
And that's the thing though too is the more you get into playing nurse, the more you like understand prediction blinks actually aren't that strong. I think what you see in a lot of people who are starting to play nurse is you'll see people who are just trying to go for prediction blink after prediction blink. But the thing is, her strong suit is being able to see people, and then when the survivor's not looking behind them, getting a nice prediction blink in and scaring them. Like those line of sight blinks that allow you to have enough information are going to be your best bet the entire time.
Oh yeah, usually like it's blink to where you last saw the survivor, and then use that information once you're there to do you predict, do you go after them, and usually you just land right on top of them and get the hit.
Exactly. These survivors are doing a really good job too here. One of the things is with nurse is the edge map is probably one of the hardest areas to actually blink with nurse is mostly because of the fact of how many line of sight breakers that there actually are. What a great job on the nurse to be able to wait out that dead hard from the ace to be able then to get that down. That blink was actually within perfect range in so many ways to be able to actually be like, okay, are you gonna dead hard? Yep, you're gonna dead hard. All right, here we go.
I'm surprised they even predicted the dead hard on this survivor. I'm guessing they didn't see any exhaustion perk earlier on. And, maybe they hadn't seen Decisive Feather. They just took the gamble. Again, they do have heavy panting. They do have that little bit of time to wait it out. And, that 30% extra lunge and immediately finding Clutta at the TNL. Looks like they're using Sprint Burst to get to the corner. And, again, really good use of the edge map here. However, Clutta a little bit caught out.
Yeah, like I said, even with that too, is waiting out that dead hard. It's just learning the nurse's fatigue time too. So just a shout out to this nurse to be able to that has been able to spend this much time with the nurse to be able to be like, okay, at this point I can go ahead and swing after the dead hard to be able to get that. Learning that fatigue is not easy, but well
Absolutely. Worth noting too is that this is the tie condition. Nurse has gotten 5 stages so far, so all they need is one more stage or a kill here, and that will be enough. Looks like, yeah, with Adam going down here, that will secure victory unless something crazy happens. And another pain res to boot. Yeah, that will be W here for Affliction's Nurse. Really, really well played to Los Pollos Hermanos, but congratulations again to Affliction on the W, and we'll be seeing them in the finals of the South American Championship. I'm having to get used to saying championship instead of cups, because it's not the cups.
I mean, maybe we could have a cup sometime soon in honor of me.
I'll take it up with the commissioner.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Guilt.
Right? Right?
The cup of JoJo cup. That sounds good.
Well, I'll tell you what, you
That's a
sponsor
nice
the
ring
prize
to
pool,
it.
we'd be happy.
All right, sounds good. Let me go ahead and just get this ready.
I was about to say, oh, geez. Again, that's a perfect segue to everyone else here being the sponsors of the stream, because obviously we really couldn't do it without y'all. Like, going into season 9 is kind of surreal. I've been here for almost 2 years now as a producer, just crazy to see how far it's come.
That's amazing. That's honestly, it's been really cool to see actually the growth of this channel and being able to be like, yo, this is dope. As just a spectator and now coming into being a producer and shoutcasting, I've kind of missed comp. I'm not gonna lie.
Again, like, I play Dead by Daylight on my own stream, like, regularly, but honestly, like, comp is just my favorite.
I mean,
like, everyone
great.
is just sweating it out. Like, it's the same playing field almost every single time. Even stakes. It's just really good play.
It really is, and you know, I cannot get enough of the moonwalk of from a nurse is so strong. Sorry.
So true.
I just can't.
Nia hanging around here though, because you can't short blink here just because the count of ooh, good double back. Because basement's here.
That is very, very true. You can't short blink. You will definitely go down into the basement.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many times I'm like, oh yeah, let's go up into this XYZ thing. No, I'll just hang out in the basement. It's fine.
Indeed, and with that said, it looks like the survivors will be getting outs here. Yep, they will get the 3 men out.
Oh, 3 out.
I haven't heard your name before, but let's see what you do. I'm here for it. And solid corrupt in the back. Immediately going over here to the left.
You know what? My favorite thing with Executioner is just the M2 hits. I mean, my buddies have just like trained me so much in like playing against PP heads that only M2, and let me tell you, it is a wild ride out there, Rue, whenever you just go against a PP head who only M2s. Oh.
I mean, if you are really good at getting it, it's kind of like we're talking about the nurse. If you're really good at getting inside the killer's head, you can make it work. And ooh, they won that mind game, and that is going to be a blood favor to boot.
Yeah, that first down, no gens are done quite yet, but what we do see is we do see a pain res hook as well. I believe 25%, is that right, Rue?
Yep.
To the highest progressed generator, and we do see a dry kick here on the what is it called, on that gen as well. We see a pretty quick save here, and then again, great patience with that M2 followed up onto that other X that I believe it's Bojack getting that hit there. Ooh, are we gonna see a DS play here?
It would make the most sense. I don't know why you jump in the locker otherwise. Yeah, but the question is, how much distance do you get? You only get 3 seconds of distance, and that was not a whole lot of distance. Another flick. Oh my goodness.
Guys, I am enjoying this PP head so much right now. The M2s have just literally been so good. The patience that this Jason is showing is spectacular.
Absolutely. Looks like they're going to be going, across the map. They will get this uncaged potentially. If they can't, well, no. They know that it'd be deaths for the survivor, and this killer's going to be blocking them off.
Ooh, a little too much of a spin there. Oh, the cage moved. You know what I just actually noticed with this as well is that this pyramid head actually is aware of cage spawns, which is really strong. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think it's usually just the furthest point from you, I want to say.
I don't know about that. I haven't asked my friends, but maybe it could be. I have no idea.
Oh my goodness. I think, they went back and you could hear the groaning back there from Quentin.
Yeah.
Ace going to the corner here.
There. We get a good little comp corner. Ace just smelling it, being like, hey, this is a nice place.
Indeed, and it looks like it's going to be first hook coming in for them. 1 gen down so far, and this should be a pain res if I remember correctly. Yeah, that will be. Not sure what gen it destroyed, though.
This pyramid head does have executioner does have a really good amount of pressure here. We see a survivor who is already on death hook, 1 gen done, a survivor who went into their first stage, and now we're back on the survivor who is actually in the death state in this game.
Absolutely, yeah. And they're going to be found out at the shack here. near the totem that the killer has, and now all they have is to loop around Shaq. Body blocks coming in, not even gonna swing for him.
To me, it just looked like the executioner just walked straight through here and didn't even wasn't even phased by the atom. The atom was just non-existent on my screen.
Right?
Wow, this Quentin is just fighting for his life right now. A great move by the Quentin as well, realizing, hey, I just need to get away from here. Is this a dump truck? I don't know what kind of truck this is, but it's some type of truck.
I think it is. Oh, good body block from the tap's going to give the survivor a lot of breath of fresh air here.
Yeah.
2 gens down currently. Ooh, vaulting into the killer, but that is a live.
Oh, that's life. Unfortunately here, because the basement as well, you're not going to be able to do too much around Shaq with the M2. But, you know, great pressure taken away by this Adam saying, hey, leave my Quentin alone.
Oh my
gosh,
goodness.
because of that run with Quentin and then also taking the pressure away from Quentin, we do see 2 gens being completed, leaving us now giving the survivors a whole bunch of pressure on their side with only 1 gen left in this match.
True, and there is no sign of a 3-gen either, as gens are very well split. But you got 1 in the basement, 1 death hook. It's not an easy out yet. We have also only seen 3 perks so far. We've seen Blood Favor, we've seen Pain Res, and Corrupt Intervention. Could be a no way out, could be no ed, could be anything at this point. They haven't opened. One thing I will say is that executioners haven't been, you know, taking ultimate weapon today, so that's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I do see. I mean, ultimate weapon is a good perk to be able to like identify where people are. But I think this what the survivors here doing here are actually. Well, I mean, we are going in for a save. I was gonna say probably the really smart thing here is for these survivors just to come into the gym. We did have 1 person make it sneaky enough into being able to get the save, but that leaves the other 2 survivors possibly just cranking out a gen. Great body block by the executioner there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the Blood Favor doing a whole lot of work there, unless there's a decisive strike coming in, which we didn't
already
see.
did see a decisive strike,
Right.
remember?
Yeah, you're right. So no decisive here. Has this survivor been hooked yet?
This is the Adam that was just in basement.
Right. Someone on hill, Jen. I'm about to say, like, I don't know if there's a deliverance in play yet.
I don't know either, but deliverance is Adam's perk, so we're gonna wait and see what happens here. Again, I believe this is this Leon that we see here that we're trying to figure out.
I think it,
Or find?
I didn't see any blood from it, so it might have been Quentin, maybe? I'm not sure. But Pain Res did hit that gen regardless, so... Oh, it is. You're right, it is Leon over here.
I can't just, my eyes are, can't see very small pictures sometimes, so I don't know if that was a Leon or if it was a, what is it called? What's his name? The other, I can't even think, never mind, just game. So we're back in chase with Leon here.
Worth noting is that we do see the haste effect, so it is Noed is the 4th perk. And oh my goodness, tap over here to find out about Noed. They did have Adrenaline, but Adrenaline countered pretty heavily by the Noed. Exegate in the distance.
Or is that the fire pit?
Now, those are they're heading straight back into the shack here to try and get as many of their teammates out. The killer had so much insane pressure. Oh,
wow.
It has been a long time since I have seen that.
Yeah, that was some pressure there. We're going to see if we get some more points here by getting a fresh hook here on Leon. Keeping tap Adam actually down. Now what we see is we get the pickup on Adam. Did the 3 survivors just leave?
I think, well, okay. It all depends on how well you think your killer can do here. That's what I imagine you're taking execution here. You know that the perk here is Blood Favor. You know you can't get rid of Blood Favor. You can get rid of Noah, but not Blood Favor. But ultimately, like, both the exegates are super far away. I'm not sure how you mount an escape here unless this survivor has deliverance. I'm gonna do a little look-see around. There's the Noed cleanse.
Yeah, the survivor's now running into Shaq.
They want the stage.
You know what this just reminds me of? It's just like dun, when the survivors are coming in, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna come in for our buddy. Let's go."
But I say, like, you need the balanced
Dun.
landing to drop down. You need to get them to scream on into the. The problem is, like, you're already losing a stage here. I don't think you come in. I think they were gonna take the last like percent chance, 4%. I think you take your outs here.
Yeah.
I think it's like, okay, it's a 8-stage 1K. Our executioner, yeah, but I say I don't think you risk giving an extra stage here.
Yeah, great job by that Quentin. Honestly, I think the way that we were seeing the Quentin getting M2'd by this executioner really made it seem like that was going to be a quick and easy out here, or a quick and easy death here. But the Quentin was just like, not today. I'm Quentin. And whenever the Quentin's Quentin, you know, they get out of this game.
Absolutely, yeah. I thought
The
that
executioner. All right, let's see how things go here on with this executioner, and see if we're gonna get some good early playthrough. Are the builds exactly the same, Rue? Am I tripping?
it's not unlikely. We've seen a lot of mirror builds across the board so far, just because with the current meta, especially with, you know, there being no perk bans, there's certain perks that just rise to the top of the list as far as being just lethal combinations. And again, the only thing that surprised me is that there's no ultimate weapon.
Yeah, you know, that is true. So we'll see how things go here. I may have misspoken a little too early. My apologies on that. I just got really excited seeing execution. I was like, oh, what's going on? So my apologies there, y'all. But let's hop into this game. Let's see if we can actually get some good M2 snipes here with this executioner. It sounds like we do have some gen progress here, meaning that there is a survivor nearby. We do have what is it called? Corrupt intervention here. Again, we do see AM2, but the survivor decided to stay on the outside of the building. But now here we are. We're back into another chase here. A close M2 yet again, continuing to build the pressure here on main building. And main building is actually really tough to run, especially when you have this sort of distance already with survivor here. Let's see how long we stay here.
But I'd say it'd be a very good question. Can't get the shot because of basement, but David none the wiser. Not gonna take an M1 over the top. One gen already going down. Is David now reversing course? I think the killer's gonna be forced to break this at some point. I don't know what they can do here.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, Rue, is that you're not gonna be able to do anything here because of basement being in that place. It looks like we're just trying to get bloodlust here, but because of the distance of this map here, or what is it called? Of this loop, you do have to break that pallet. Again, there goes the second gen. Again, staying on this loop. No hit yet from this executioner. We're just playing ring around the rosy. Pocket full of posies here.
I was about to say, there's no reason for them to leave this loop. It's been very successful so far. Vaulting back over, just mind gaming as much as possible here. Oh my goodness, winning every 50-50 up to this point. Third gen falling as well.
Oh my gosh. I want to say this David's name is Smurf, but there is no Smurf that is coming out of this David. This David is a loop king.
They really are. They're doing a really good job holding back here at the would this be the 9 o'clock position, holding next to this pallet, just keeping the distance at every single point. Really strong survivor play. And executioner kind of without a, like, what do you do here? Like, you need it down, but is this like some cost fallacy? Like, do you need to like leave and go after a survivor? Is it too late regardless? I don't know. I feel like this game is like kind of slipping away at this point.
It is. Here we go back to the loop-de-loop-de-loop.
There goes Blood Favor.
Yeah, there goes also his chase. Now he has to regain Bloodlust here. Again, this David is doing an amazing job reading this David on everything that they're doing. There goes another gen. Is this gonna be a 5-gen chase? If this is a 5-gen chase, I am gonna be amazed and just wow. Oh
They had
my.
MFT and then adrenaline to boot. I'm about to say that's why the chase was going so well. I'm about to say this survivor is just eating like the killer alive. MFT is strong, folks.
MFT is strong. We do see
Ooh,
silence
no
just come
Ed.
across. Oh, I thought there was a survivor nearby to be able to actually take that pallet there. We do see our first hook of the game here in the end game. The survivors will have enough time here actually to be able to what is it called? Um
They could go for the unhook, but
cleanse. But
they've already got the win condition. Like a 1 kill is not going to be enough here. The previous was 1K 7 stage.
I just want greed. Okay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I love to see when survivors sweat it out for like the last possible thing, but yeah, that was one
More
of the
points,
stronger
more
chases I've
points.
seen.
That was a 5 gen chase. It has been a minute since I have seen a 5 gen chase in comp. Great job to this king.
For real, that was really, really well played on the survivors end. So Reassure will be taking home the W here.